Hi, Mighty Parents. This is Judy Davis and want to welcome you this week to our Mighty Parenting Moment. And today I want to share a little bit about something that was harder for me as my kids were coming through those teen years, and that was picking my battles. I don't know about you, but I had a hard time with deciding when to hold the line and when to kind of let it be and let them have the natural consequences of their choices. I liked to control, I guess, if you will, the situations to protect them. So it's one of those things that picking the battle moments is so critical to raising happy and healthy teens. So let's talk about that. And the other day I was talking to my daughter, and she has a 5-year-old. And she was talking about how her daughter wanted to wear her Texas Tech cheerleading outfit to school, and that she let her do it. And part of her was like, should I have let her? Should I have not let her? And it reminded me back to a time when my son called me during his freshman year of college, and he said, "Mom, I got to tell you something." And instantly I was like, oh no, what's he going to tell me? What happened? And he shifted the camera down. We were Skyping, and he shifted the camera down to his side of his body. And on it was bigger than life, bigger than a football, a massive tattoo. And my gut was like, holy cow, what did you do? Why would you do that? Why? I am not a tattoo person, although now I look back and go, I could see how he did it and how I might want to do it, but that's a whole nother talk for another moment. But it was interesting because all that came out of my mouth was wow. And he's like, wow, nothing else. And it was an interesting thing happened. It was a battle that in that moment I said, I am not going to fight. He had thought it through. The design he chose was a tribute to my father, who was a big, important part of his life, and he had passed away, and he wanted to commemorate that. It was something that he went to a great tattoo artist, so it was really a piece of art, and it was in a place that he could actually cover it up. And what that told me was that he had thought it through as an adult and went, I know the consequences of having this permanently on my body, and I can cover it up if I need to. I can show the world if I want to. And he was okay with that. And while I wasn't real thrilled that he went out and spent money that he didn't have on a tattoo or all the little mom things that went through my head, I also knew that there were other battles that were worth fighting. There were other things that would help him and shape him and mold him. And this was one that wasn't. So maybe it's not a tattoo. Maybe it's going out with friends or doing something that's a little bit different. But I just want to give you a couple of tips and pointers about looking at something and deciding, is it a battle that I want to pick? Because as our kids grow up, it's natural for them to want to show and exert their independence. And we as parents need to let them do that. It's a natural, normal part of this stage in their life. So, but we also want to be protective, and we want to guide them and parent them. So how do you know if a battle is one that you're willing to fight? If you are every day having World War III about them taking out the garbage, okay, that's a chore. And I want you to ask yourself, are they getting to have the natural consequences of not taking out the garbage, other than me just yelling? Because that battle isn't worth it. So one is just think about, is it something that's going to harm them? Okay, that's a line in the sand. I am not going to allow my child to do something, and I'm going to pick that battle because it's a danger. Is it something that can hurt someone else? Definitely a danger. But if it's just something like what they're wearing to school or what they're choosing to wear to church, sometimes those are the natural consequences that they need to help them learn to troubleshoot and figure out what it is that they want the world to see about who they are and what they are all about. And if we can encourage them in some places where it's real easy to jump all over them and have those battles, we can actually have them listen and tune in when it really matters. So I guess that's the point of all of my moment today, is just choose the battle that you want to draw a line in the sand. Because if everything is a battle, your kids will tune you out. And all we want to do as parents is really empower them to make decisions and move forward in their lives in a healthy and adult way, right? So do that this week. Try and see where you are having your battles and choose the ones that really are important to you. And until next time, this is Judy Davis telling you to have a mighty parenting moment. Have a great day.